The given question is a medium difficulty GRE quantitative reasoning sample question. This practice question is of the variant. In the quantitative reasoning, you could get a problem solving question, you could get select one or more answers question, or you can get a quantitative comparison question. The variant that we'll be looking at right now is a quantitative comparison question. This is from the topic rates, focuses on the subconcept work and time. The core idea tested in this question is, do we know how to frame equations when it comes to work time scenarios, right? So that's essentially what is tested in this question. Let's start with the common data given to us. P and Q take 4 hours to complete a task. P, Q and R take 2 hours to complete the task. If P and Q work together, it takes 4 hours. If P, Q and R, all three of them work, it takes only 2 hours. Obviously, more people working, it's going to take lesser time. What is quantity A? Time taken by P alone to complete the task. Quantity B is time taken by R alone to complete the task. What's the approach we're going to take? We'll frame an equation for the first statement. We'll frame one more equation from the second statement. We'll solve these two equations and see if we can get a value for the time taken by P alone to complete the task, the time taken by Q alone to complete the task. Well, let's compare the two if we have values for that. Accordingly, if A is greater, we'll go with choice A. B is greater, we'll go with choice B. They're equal, we'll go with C. If the comparison is not possible, if the data is not available, we'll go with D. Step 1, I'm going to assign variables for the time taken by P, Q and R to complete the task. Let that be lowercase p, lowercase q and lowercase r. Just to understand the next step, I'm going to take a numerical example. Let's say P takes 10 hours. I'm just going with this for us to understand. It's not the answer. So in 1 hour, P will complete 1/10th of the task. It takes 10 hours for P to complete the entire task. So we're going to work at a constant rate. That's the default assumption for all of these questions. So in 1 hour, P will complete 1/10th of the task. If P takes P hours to complete the task, in 1 hour, P is going to complete 1/P of the task. Q will complete 1/Q of the task. And R, the fraction of the task completed by R in 1 hour, is equal to 1/R. Let's frame an equation for the first statement. It says P and Q complete the task in 4 hours. So they take 4 hours to complete the entire task. In 1 hour, P and Q will complete 1/4 or 1/4 of the task. Together they take 4 hours to finish the task. So each hour they'll complete 1/4 of the task. P in an hour completes 1/P of the task. Q in an hour completes 1/Q of the task. These are the two things we derived after assigning the variable. So when P and Q work together, they will complete 1/P plus 1/Q of the task, which is equal to 1/4. So the first statement translated into an equation is 1/P plus 1/Q equals 1/4. What are P and Q? The time taken by P and Q to work and complete the task when they are working alone. Let's move on to the second statement. It talks about the time taken when all three of them work together. It takes 2 hours for them to complete the entire task. So each hour they're going to complete half the task. 2 hours they finish it. In 1 hour they'll finish half the task. Let's again run through the same kind of an equation. So in an hour, P will complete 1/P of the task. Q will complete 1/Q. R will complete 1/R. So when they're working together, they will complete 1/P plus 1/Q plus 1/R. This is a fraction of the task done by them in 1 hour, because it's a fraction done by each one independently. Add it all together, you'll know the fraction of the task done by them in 1 hour when they work together. That we know is equal to half, because when they work together, they finish the task in 2 hours. Let's call this as equation 1, call this as equation 2. Summarize up till this point in a printed form and then solve these two equations. You assign variables P, Q, R. Statement 1 translated into an equation is 1/P plus 1/Q equals 1/4. Statement 2 translated into an equation is 1/P plus 1/Q plus 1/R equals 1/2. I'm going to subtract equation 1 from equation 2. Equation 2 is 1/P plus 1/Q plus 1/R. This is equal to half. From this, we'll subtract 1/P plus 1/Q equals 1/4. Subtracting on both sides. 1/P and plus 1/Q will get cancelled with this. That will leave us with 1/R on the left-hand side. Right-hand side is half minus 1/4. Taking 4 as a common denominator, we'll have 2 times 1, which is equal to 2. 2 minus 1, 1/4 is what we get. So 1/R is equal to 1/4 implies R is equal to 4. So solving these two equations, what did we end up getting? We know the time taken by R to complete the task. Right? So we have to compare two things. Quantity A for us was the time taken by P to complete the task when working alone. Quantity B was finding out the time taken by R alone to complete the task. This gives us quantity B. Now let's check out whether we can find out quantity A. Whether we can find the exact quantity or we can get a fix on the quantity. Let's check out what makes sense. Right? This is available after solving these two equations. What does this equation actually mean? This equation actually means that P and Q working together take 4 hours to complete the task. Solving the equation, we realize that R alone takes 4 hours to complete the task. One person takes 4 hours. Two people together take 4 hours, which essentially means that each one, P and Q, if you let them work alone, they're going to take more than 4 hours each individually. Because if two people work together, it should take lesser time. That's the idea behind work time. R alone takes 4 hours. Let's leave this information for a moment. Let's just leave it aside. The equation from statement 1 essentially translated to P and Q working together finish the task in 4 hours. So each of P and Q should have taken more than 4 hours to complete the task. Let's say P took 6 hours, Q took 8 hours, some number. When they work together, because both of them are going to contribute to it, it will take lesser time than what each one would have individually taken. And that's why it ended up being 4 hours. Which means if you let them work independently, each one, both P and Q, independently will take more than 4 hours. So do we have a number for P? No, we do not have an exact number for P, but we know that P is definitely greater than 4. If P is not greater than 4, P plus Q together will be a value which is lesser than 4. P has to be greater than 4, Q has to be greater than 4, which is when the time taken when they work together is going to be exactly 4 hours. So from this first statement, we could have inferred, or we are inferring, that P is greater than 4. Solving the two equations, we inferred that R is equal to 4. So quantity A is a number which is greater than 4. We do not know what it is. It could be a 6, it could be an 8, it could be even 100, it could be a 4.1. We do not know what that number is, but we know it's certainly greater than 4. Quantity B, which is the time taken by R alone, that's exactly 4. A number greater than 4 is going to be greater than a number which is equal to 4. So quantity A is greater than quantity B. Choice A is the answer to this question. Before you leave, I want you to do two things. One, sign up as a trial user at wzko.in/quant. The URL is there on the screen. This is a GRE online quant course, the most comprehensive course you will get. You can sign up either on the web using Google Chrome browser, or you can download our Android or iOS app and get started. It takes all of 5 minutes and 3 steps to get started. Start with the free topics. Start with statistics, averages, and a few lessons in data interpretation. Build momentum into your GRE quant preparation. Once you've got the momentum and you find that this teaching methodology helps you prepare for the GRE, you can pay and access the remaining topics behind the paywall. Second thing I want you to do is subscribe to this channel, youtube.com/VizakoGRE, and turn on notifications. If you have friends or classmates preparing for the GRE, let them know about this channel and this online course. Until next time, stay healthy, stay safe, and stay motivated.